Hello, dear students of first semester honors. Today's topic I want to discuss on fall. Is fall and fault. But since the topic will be too long, that is why I will be discussing basically on fault. So fault and fault is basically a type of mountain formation or mountain building. Basically, it has occurred from the two plates movement. When two plates move together, then there is a fall crease. So that features of fall we are going to discuss. Fall means folding. Just uh, you take the paper, then when two things are like compressed, then it comes like that. So fall has different features. This upper part will be called anticline. This narrow part will be called this down part will be called syncline. So there are crest, trough, and everything. Different types of fall categorized into different parts. So today's topic I will be discussing on fault. F-O-L-D-S, fault, not fault. Fault I will be discussing. So they are basically interrelated, not interrelated. Mostly fall and fault they are taught together. But in this topic, let's concentrate on the fault. Wait, I'm setting the PowerPoint so that you can understand properly. Okay, I hope you are seeing the screen. So, fault. Let's discuss some fault. Hold on, it will open. So, fault, different types of fault. What is a fault? So, fall is actually the bending on the upper art crust, whether it is on the top or it is down. So it is a curvature type. Okay, it's a curvature type. I don't know why it takes time to open. So fall and faults are part of structural geology. Basically, it's a part of a landform. So land this type of faults and fault basically in mountains you'll find fault. Also, suddenly there is subsidence of one landform. Then one landform will be tending upward. So one goes down. There are different kinds of faults also in different parts of the world. We will discuss that later on. Today we'll be discussing on fault, FOLDS, fault. So it is basically the curvature. What are faults? Faults may be defined as undulations or bend. Bend means there is a bend, back, or curvatures. There is a curve developed on the rocks of the crust. Basically on the crust only, on the landform. The upper part is called upper landform is called the crust. Then mantle and core. We have studied about the internal structure of the earth. So when there is a stresses on this crust, so it forms folding. So folding this way, this kind of foldings takes place. Basically happen by two plates movement. One plate moves this side, this plate. So there is a curvature forming this way. So this type of mountain you'll find in young fall mountains like Himalaya and this mountain, also in parts of northeast area. So what you should know, fall has different characteristics. Mm. While discussing what is a fall, you must write the definition. It's undulating, curvature, or bending on hard grass, either upward or downward. Upward is called anticline, downward is called syncline. Then this 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 is the high part. This is coming down. So this is called limb. This is called limb. Then upper part is known as hinge line, or this part is also known as cross. Then this is the angle. This is axial plane. This is called axial plane. So these things will be required. So this upper part is known as crest. This is known as trough. But two sides, this is called as limb, and axis is this. This is the angle. So axis trough. The axis can be in the syncline area also, as well as in the anticline area. So this is axis plane. So there is different types of deep of this. So you have plans of fall, axis of the fall, crest and trough. Uh, of course, if they tell you to explain about fall, you must explain some characteristics of fall. This is called hinge line, this is called limb, both sides is called the limb. So axis is this, upper part also axis is there. So this kind of the rough drawing you can do. Uh, no need to write in the examinations what is false, then you have to write definition curvature on the answer. So characteristics of the fall you need to give also in a drawing. What is anticline and syncline? So basis nature of faults are like there will be this kind of curvature, also this kind of curvature. So and also monocline. Monocline is that only one part is there. There is no two part. Only one limb is developing, while one limb is upward. So you'll find this kind of basis nature of fall. So anticline is this, and syncline is like that. Monocline has only one limb, and there's two. There's no two limb like that. This is called limb. This is also called. This is called limb. This is called limb. So this is how anticline is developed. Upper part is anticline, and lower part is called syncline. So what is anticline? When the bends are bent upward. When the bends are these bends are upward, then it is called anticline. When this is convex, naturally such a fall is older towards the concave side. The result fall is convex upward. This is anticline. When the bend is downward, then it is called syncline. Basically, it is formed by the compress between two forces from opposite direction. So these are the characteristics. It's not a classification of forms. Since I have taken these slides from other places, but this is basically the characteristic. Classification is the categorizing. So you cannot tell that anticline fall or syncline. Anticline is a part of fall. Syncline is also part of fall. Anticline is the upper curvature. Syncline is this. So this is important. Classification basis and types of fall. Different books give different explanations. Uh, but I have categorized on the basis of some nature. Otherwise, it will be jumble up. You will get confused. On the basis of limb alignment, limb means two sides are there. How whether it is bending this side, whether it is bending this side, or it is just equal to each other. The angle of alignment or the deep. Hmm. On the basis that you will find symmetrical fall. Symmetrical fall is like our part and similar. Asymmetrical fall is like it is syncline type. Both limbs are going upward like equal size. It's not like that. Equal size in so. He also here is equal size. So over terms of that one limb is thrust and one limb is being subjected to pressure. Overcome. Recumbent falls are just too much when the fall itself, I mean, over overcome another fall and another limb is just lying down like that. So it is known as recumbent fall. You will be getting with lots of diagram. So isoplanar faults are also related with the limbs or whether it is a parallel. Hmm. So that is isoclinal. Isoclinal. Monoclinal faults are those faults which has only one limb. Thus I have monocline. It's like a mono, only one limb like that, or it might be like that. There is no another limb. So on the basis of degree of compression of faults, open fault and closed faults are there. On the basis of shape, pattern, and depth of fault. Hmm. Pattern shapes, then similar faults are parallel faults. On the basis of shape, size, and mode of occurrence, it can be dome independent when it is located like a dome. When it is the shape of a dome, anticlinal structure. So it is basin. It is dome. When the basin is in the shape of when the syncline is in the shape of basin, it is known as basin type. Other types of faults on the basis of deep crest and trough, hen faults. It forms like a round shape like that. We resemble the pen, homoclinic faults, chevron faults. All these things you will come discuss. So symmetrical faults are basically open faults also you can find. Asymmetrical over time. So this is equal size. So asymmetrical is one limb is unequal. It is just slightly turned. Eh. So another thing when overturn means it is more turning towards. So recumbents, modern these recumbent faults are. This is actually not right, but it is more. It is more like that. It's more like that. So classification symmetrical faults are like that when two limbs are equal together. Asymmetrical faults are when this one limb is slightly thrusting to on another limb. This is a limb. So this is overturned. Recumbents are like that. So last part can be even monoclinal type. So painful is this. So you see symmetrical fall, asymmetrical falls. Symmetrical falls are totally like DC, equal size. Symmetrical falls are one is unequal, slightly unequal. One limb is unequal. So overturn might be this way, anticlinal type or synclinal. It can recumbent falls. So this is correct. Recumbent falls. This is also called recumbent. Anticlines also we can have recumbent type. Mostly horizontal to the plane. This is horizontal to the pointing this way. And anticline also sometimes it can become. So it can be either both ways, anticline ways or syncline ways. It can be different. So this can occur. This type of curvature can occur in the anticline as well as in the syncline. So open, asymmetrical, overturn, recumbent, isocline. Isoclinals are like these are completely like what you call parallel to each other. Parallel. Also very parallel to each other. When two limbs equally parallel. Parallel means same scale. So yeah, this is recumbent force this way basically. Two overturn. So you'll find symmetrical and asymmetrical, although I have explained. You can write in your own words when you know which is known as limb, which is known as axis, which is known as crest. So all these things you need to know before. So classification on the basis of like open faults are there. Slightly. Fault it is a fault, but it is open fault. Pen fold is that. Close folds are this close. Open is like open fold. Not much of curvatures are there. Close folds are there. Hmm. So overturn, isoclinal. These are just an example. Monoclinal, just one limb is there. You don't find the two limbs. Homoclinal. So this can be well said as tilted bed where all the bed shapes have amount of dip in the same direction. Amount of dip, angle of direction is always in the same direction. Then it is known as homocline. Homocline means shape. Homo means same. So another types of mode of occurrence. So also it can be dome when anticlinal structure, dome shape, round shape on the upper part. So that kind of a fall is known as dome. It is rare to find. So when an basin type of syncline, this way occur like a basin. This is known as basin or syncline fall. Domes and basins are part of that. So, cavern falls are sharp angular. There is no direction. Fan fall is overturned. Chevron falls are like that. Overturned. There is no particular sequence. So these are miscellaneous type of fall. Similar faults are there like that. No, no. Equally it is fallen. Equally it is similar faults. Parallel faults are like this one and this ones are parallel. This one and this one's are parallel. So this way it is known as parallel concept. So I hope you have understood regarding fall. What is question can come? What is fall? Describe the characteristics of fall. You have to write anticline, syncline, and its features, crest, trough, and all those. What is called limb, axis plane. Draw some diagram or uh, characteristics of fall. Describe the characteristics of fall or different types of fall with the help of diagram. So with the help of diagram only you can you can only that you will get good mark. Asymmetrical form or symmetrical form. How it looks? You describe when when two limbs are equal in both sides. Then it is known as symmetrical. When one limb is unequal or slightly turned, so it is known as asymmetrical. So you have to draw and show in the rough sketch. Hmm. So what is overturned? What is recumbent? When one limb is totally thrust upon the another and it is parallel to the horizontal direction. So all these things with the help of rough sketch you write, then only you will get good marks. Thank you.